Well, you got to start at the beginning, and that's just with the foundation of chords that are sturdy and safe and can be a bedrock for some lyrical content to float on top.
I'm Pablo Valencia. I own Scratch and a Plate Kitchen and Catering. I was a dishwasher just to get like my foot in the door, and I was like at 16. I was a horrible employee but a great dishwasher. My boss Gino, he showed me that I have a palate and what that actually meant, and he drugged me to the prep line, and then my skills kind of just grew from there. And then I loved the sound of the line. I loved the sound of the restaurant. I loved the stress of it. Given the fact that I am very versatile, like I can do back and forth, but my preferable, I guess, medium of cooking is just basically straight up cast iron and wood, and you can taste where I got it from the earth just by the way it sits on your nose. I set the tone by making our own paste, making our own demis, making like everything from scratch, and like that's what the flavor is for the week, and it changes like every 2 weeks because I want to keep in with the times and whatnot. But like I literally use every single thing that comes into our kitchen because that's how it should be, and I try to teach that later on.
Old school. It's like recording analog versus digital.
Yeah, right? Let's go to the crank again, man. Right?
And all that.
I'm telling you, man, like that type of stuff is so good, and it's not taught anymore. And like I really want those old ways to be continued, because without knowing where food came from, you're not going to know your product. So I want to just remind people that the convenience wasn't always convenient. It wasn't always there. And food was great then. So this is something that I have not done before. to basically make a sound and a profile come together on one platform, I've never done before. So like it just sounded very challenging, and that's something that we should all be doing with ourselves, honestly.
Hi, I'm Brian Lopez from Tucson, Arizona, and I play music. I'm a musician. I've done a lot of different things. I don't really have like I didn't have a traditional path. Like I said, I started like an indie rock band like when I was in my early 20s, and then I did this solo thing that kind of was infused with just stuff that I would listen to. Like I went to Ross Scrooge Bilingual Middle School, so we had a mariachi program, we had cumbia dances, but I also loved Nirvana and Pearl Jam and all that stuff, and that's what me and my friends were like growing up. So it's all filtered through like a rock and roll lens, but you hear a lot of like Tucson, and a lot of like border kind of sounds in my music. And I wasn't able to really clock that. That was just a natural thing for me as I was starting off, and now I kind of understand that that's unique. Once you travel around the world and people like let you know what they're getting out of your music, and you're kind of inundated with that information. Like, I guess it is pretty unique, exotic where we live. It took me forever. I'd never lived outside of Tucson until I was 20. I moved to Barcelona, Spain, and it wasn't until the 6 months after that where I was flying back, and I was, about to land in the Tucson International Airport and just seeing these saguaro cacti in the desert. You're just like, man, we live in a very like bizarre place. Yeah, I think anything that can kind of keep you tethered to like what it is to be like a human, to humanity. Whether that's like a place like your Nana's house that you have all these fond memories, or
that's a good one.
You have the same thing in a different context. Everybody has that kind of a thing, and those places typically make you feel safe and warm and can inspire. And in the backlogs of your mind, you can always like see it, you can always visit it, you can smell it. You can't always touch it anymore, but it's there. And I think those are the places most sacred to all of us. Like culture certainly influences my music, and food's a big part of, culture. So yeah, I'd have to talk myself through this. I'm actually doing that in real time right now, as you see. Maybe it does influence music. Yeah.